Mr. Diddy.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Oh, you don't know what I mean because you only practice Kwanzaa one time a year. We at Gye-Nyame Journey, we practice Kwanzaa 365 days a year, allowing the power of our culture to help build what our ancestors called the best life. And we're inviting you to do the same. Come and join us at FreeGNJ so that we can start building together. I'm out.
Oh, it's time to have your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out.
Mr. Diddy.
There we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink.
Take a breath. Take your breath.
Now,
Take your breath.
grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass
Lift your pitcher of that water.
or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your
Let's
ancestors.
toast.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your
Move
body.
your body.
Come on.
Toast your ancestors.
Toast.
Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, boy.
And pour. Move your body.
Stay healthy, family. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Family, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, to the home of the stubborn minority, to the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is GNJMedia Media. I'm your host, Brother Hatim. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production all day, every day, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. We gotta blow up our family. Give yourself a round of applause. Can I get a round of applause from back there? Yeah. We have made it through the first 7 weeks of 2023. We have made it through the first cycle. We have made it through the cycle of Umoja. We are now moving into the cycle. This cycle right here is Gye-Nyame. Yep. The year is moving fast, family. And we are on the week of Umoja in the cycle of Gye-Nyame. In the year of Amani. God, wow. See, we got to, we take time to try to figure out where we are so that we can go on and operate in the world how we should be. But anyway, we're about to lift up this toast, family, and I'm so glad that you have decided to join us, man. We have been doing this for a long time. I had a sister today share with me a video that I did, I'm thinking like 10 years ago. I mean, before we started doing all this, talking about the how, what was it called? The how and why of Gye-Nyame. And this is so old because some of y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. This was before Chromebooks. I was using a netbook, right? Netbooks came out first. Then Google said, hey, we could use this. And they started creating their own. So you had netbooks that worked exclusively with Google, but then Google started producing their own called the Chromebook, right? So this was so old. This was before Chromebooks, right? So I looked at the video and I said, dang, man, we've been talking about this stuff for a long time, but that's part of what we do. We have to show a consistency to our people. And what I try to present is a consistency, right? I might not be the most perfect motherfucker in the world, excuse my language, for those of you that don't cuss. But one thing people can say about me is that I'm consistent in the things that I do. I want to thank y'all for joining us here. What I want to do now is I want to switch cameras. Can I switch cameras for a second, please? I wanted to switch cameras for a second, right? Because I'm trying to get into how this whole piece moves. I'm gonna get more cameras added. It's about to go down the Gye-Nyame journey. It's just a matter of saving up and stacking up the currency so that I could do it. But we gonna stay on top and we gonna do what we do here at Gye-Nyame so that we can make sure that we keep you in a loop and inspire you, because the very thing that I'm doing, each and every last one of y'all could do it. Maybe not the toast, but some of y'all got stuff that you want to do, that you want to share. And here at Gye-Nyame, I want to make sure you're able to do that, right? I want to make sure you're able to do that. Man, my canard is looking all messed up. That's cool. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to get me some new candles. I burn candles. So I'm going to get me some new candles. Anybody out there that want to send Brother Hatim some candles, hit me up. You got some candles, let me know so I can go get them right. Because my black candle, it melted all the way down. But that's what happens during Kwanzaa, right? But anyway, family, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. So we have come here for the toast. I have my health drink. The health drink I am doing today. This is a version of that ambrosia water. I got that ambrosia. I got the ingredients for that ambrosia water, right? Older ambrosia. I also have some ginger in here. I have some strawberries in here. I have some mango in here, right? Of course, the honey, and a lot of ginger, right? So we're gonna pour, see how it pours. And once again, ooh, that looked pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that. But once again, with the ambrosia water, unlike the ambrosia, I could send out the ambrosia water. I have to, I gotta get the bottles and stuff, but I'm trying to inspire some of the young people to really, pick it up because it's like, yo, I'm 55. I need to be doing some other stuff. I need to be on a whole nother path, because in Gye-Nyame, the issue for me is as I approach the elder phase or the elder age, um, I have to be able to create opportunities and jobs for warriors and nation builders, right? That's something that I put a long time ago, but now it's coming to the time, and I can't move no farther with my ranking in the ranking system until I'm able to demonstrate that I'm able to do that. And of course, I am going to be successful at that because that's what I do. That's what I do, right? But anyway, so let's get it popping. So first off, we want to lift up our glass to the creator by whatever name you choose to call it creator. We lift up our glass, we lift it up high, and we salute, and we salute. And what do we say? We say the words of power around these parts, and that's Ashe. Can I get it? Can I get a shout out? There you go, Anime. Anime is in the house. All right. Anime, where the music at, baby? Last week you ain't put no music on for me. I'm wondering, am I on the no music list now? You know what I'm saying? You hating on me. I don't know what's going on, but I would love to have some accompanying music.
It's the proverb. The proverb of the day.
Not that
Proverb
anime.
of the day.
Can I get
proverb of the day?
Working with these mythical creatures, man, it could become a true headache. I'm trying. Oh, and yeah, mythical animal. Me employing mythical animals don't count as far as Gye-Nyame when it comes to me ranking up. So, anime, Simba, I can't count them. I don't know. I think that the headaches that they bring me, I should be able to count them. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the reason that we are here. We're here to lift up our ancestors. We have a very special ancestor that is going on the list this week. His funeral ceremony will be his transition ceremony will be held all throughout this week. But when we get to it, we're gonna talk about it. All right. So lifting up our glass, we salute our personal ancestors as we do every week, and some people are watching this every day, so we lift them up and we say Ashe. But before we move on, we got to say the names. We got Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert Tex, Santa Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gassett, Aunt Nina, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pitt-Manel, Nomo X, Pet Ma Ra, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Broford, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, for this role, starting Lucy Wright, Gail Pullen, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Miss Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, John Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lewis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Meldale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bert Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Edgar Trisha Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Darrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mitchell Owens, Booker T. Bolton, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kenty, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles Lee Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Ezzie Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Danny Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Bester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, John Mattel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Allen Ohio, Frederick Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stan Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Harcourt, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, Tamika Russell, Lee Mayonnaise, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. From there, we have William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiki Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Denise Waters, Depretis Hines, Ennis Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scatterberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Cameron Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Pinto Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Charles, Sue Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Ward P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Archie Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gaston, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kadiko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy. We got Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., and McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleaves, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Cochet, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Mark Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, G. Evans, Archie Beck, Adam McGill, Charles McDaniels, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eulin Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Patch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harriet Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Jeannie Rebecca, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hastad, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Ags Nixon, John Bowie, Lester Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, President Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas, Lewis, Mary Francis, Japel Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Aldrum, Alls, West Staten, Joe Jamel, Alls, and Pierce, Donna Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Will Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rupert Jenkins, Benny Wilson, Captain Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Hiram Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, Jack Harwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Neville Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jack and the Brothers, Reginald Ivory, Madison Cofer, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Marco Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Benny Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. And now we are moving to the Black Book. Let's move to the Black Book. We got Jordan Giles, James Carswell. We got little brother Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher. We also got a Fatima McNair, Elder Fatima McNair. We got cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang, Lewis, Ronald Shelton, Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cunder, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joey, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetri Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quaid Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Clarence Lump, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Jashawn Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walter, Nalauti Sue Walter, Emma Walter, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walter, William Walter, Fred Powers. We got Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como. We got Alberta T. Davis. We got Charles Davis. We got Willie R. Mackey. We got Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Karimi Mackey. We got Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Jesse Woods, Taylor Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods. We got Juanita Alexander Brown, Sister Ann Wright. We got Miss Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamar Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Nona Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Simone Damon, Ethel Marshall, Steve, Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Charles A. Young. We got Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence. We got Zell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cope, Roselle Leathers Jr. We got Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Tooth to Dime. We got Say Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor. We got Mary Smith, Juanette Florine, Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Jenny Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams. We got Terry Brown. We got Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones. We got Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reeson, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh. We got Mona Yolanda Hunter. We got Yvonne Patrice Turner. We got Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry Jossa McCallum. We got Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee. We got Panchita Alba. We got Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, out of Spade, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny. We got Charles Stevenson, Junior King Pleasant, Sarah Keaton, Linda Shepard, Burdell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Hassan, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge, Daisy Wilford, Frederick Smith, James Amanda Barr, Linda Williams, Sally Williams, Vivian Stevenson. We got Irene Harris, Callie Williams, Abu Scales, Pat Williams, Mrs. Bertha Walker, Tony Ogletree, Grandma Marguerite, Tracy Emery, Hassan Abdul Razak. We got Vivian Johnson, BJ Jones, Avishel, Roberto Monterosa, Chet Word, Mama Rahane, Deborah Michelle Nash, Joseph Lane Miller III, Renoka Rashidi, Bobby Battle, Fred Gasson, Tracy Gasson, Adora Gibson, Elder Silver, Brother Bashir, Tommy Hustle, also known as Tommy the Barber. We got Elder Phil Haynes, Arminta Brantley. We got Aunt Carol Walker Welsh. We got Carrie Ann Brooks. We got Jeremiah Williams, Tony Smith, Antoinette Pinson, Juanita Mosley, Michelle Simons, Irene Johnson, Aunt Pauline, and Nanny Baker. We got Ian Dabney, Quincy Yelder, Josiah Miller, Brother David Moore, or Elder David Moore, Lisa Smith, Willie Thomas, Nevaeh Fitzgerald, Odessa Bell, Mary Lou Rosello, Ye Motley, Yvonne Bonnie Gatson Harris, Chris Mateen, Juanita Cookie Corbett, and we got Elder is Sad. Elder is Sad. Elder is sad. Man! Family, we lift up our glass, we lift up our glass, we lift it high, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment. Right now, this is our time, this is our moment. And speaking of this moment, family, right now is the perfect time to start the Nguza Saba Challenge. If you have not done it, go to nguzasabachallenge.com. Go on and get on, or at least get on our email list so that you know what's going on, because we send out emails every week, you know, covering different things. But right now in the present moment, are you doing all that you can do to become the best you, so that you can be of service to your family, to your community, and more importantly, to be of service to make you, to move you towards being able to live the best life? The best life, family. So are you doing what you need to do? So we lift up our glass and we say the words of power around this part. We say for this moment, Ashe. And in maintaining the moment and doing what we're supposed to do, we make sure that we can have future generations to toast. So we lift up our glass for those generations that we have not seen. We lift it up for those that we are taking care of now. And we lift it up high, because I can't wait to see what they become and what they do. We lift up our glass and we say, Ashe. From future, we move to all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we salute all of our relations and we say, Ashe. From all of our relations, we move to, from all of our relations, we're going to move to their special causes that some of y'all might have. We lifting up our glass. Come on now. And also, we're going to lift up our glass for those who might be sick and shed in or might need just that healing energy coming from us. So we're going to send out that healing energy, right? We're sending out that healing energy. Come on now. Say some names. Come on. Ashe. From there, go move to that selfish toast, family. If you ain't take care of yourself, you can't take care of everything around you. So I want to make sure that you are lifting up the glass and saluting yourself. And I ask you, as I ask every time we get to this point, what is it that you need to move towards the greater you right now in this moment? Lifting it up. Come on now. Ancestors here. Creator here. Come on. Ashe. What is it? Ashe. Gotcha. From there, family, we're going to move to our tribe. My tribe, of course, is Gye-Nyame. I am a Kuji Chagalia, baby. Ha ha. We're in the Kuji Chagalia cycle. Wow. 7 weeks of mastering Kuji Chagalia. Hopefully you spent the 7 weeks finding out your lessons in Umoja. Now I got to see what Kuji Chagalia is going to present for me in this year. We lifting it up. Come on now. Come on now. Ashe. Ashe. Thank you. Paying y'all. Good God Almighty. All right. So my tribe is Gye-Nyame, of course. And now we're going to lift up, and I'm going to toast the most magnificent, most beautiful, most uplifting, most inspiring, the wisest, and the bravest individual in the room. I want to lift up my glass to you. Don't get shy now. I'm lifting up my glass to you right now because you deserve it. You deserve it. I'm lifting up the glass to you. And with that, we say, Ashe. Now, we started with the creator, and of course, we're going to end with the creator. I'm lifting up the glass, we toasted, and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, allow the power to work in you. Come on now, respect the ritual. Let's toast. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty, That's more like an ambrosia smoothie. Also, I got the, what is it called? I got the sea moss in here too. That's why it's real thick. Lord have mercy. All right. All right. So family, I'm up. I'm out. And y'all have a great day. Have a great, great, great day.
Bargani, oh! Bargani. Oh, you don't know what I mean because you only practice Kwanzaa one time a year. We at Gye-Nyame Journey, we practice Kwanzaa 365 days a year, allowing the power of our culture to help build what our ancestors called the best life. And we're inviting you to do the same. Come and join us at FreeGNJ so that we can start building together. I'm out.